What is up, YouTube? It is the Ville Outdoors here. Today is March 24th, or excuse me, 25th of 2025, and we have driven all the way down to Maryland once more, except from our last video, we are now at the opposite side of Maryland. We are in the Monocacy River drainage, or watershed, whatever you want to call it, and we are on the hunt for rainbow darter, which is a small species of fish that lives in cool, clear streams and mid to small rivers. And they like this rocky, riffly habitat with a mix of sandy and gravel bottom. And that is exactly the type of habitat we have here in front of us. So if we can catch a rainbow darter, that would be species number 198 for me. There's no guarantee that I find one, but this habitat looks absolutely gorgeous, so we should have at least a decent shot of finding them. So I have my micro hooks on, the Owner Half Moon Tanago hook there, and we have a juicy piece of caddisfly on there, and that should do the trick if we can find one of these rainbow darters. I'm gonna move my split shot down just a bit so I have more control over that bait. And I found this bait just by netting a few of these rocks here, and those caddisflies were right underneath. So I'm gonna get to work here looking at these riffles and see if I can see any darters. So hopefully we can get a new species on the board. All right guys, it's definitely not the size of one we were looking for, but we have a rainbow darter right here. I'm gonna take a shot of this guy and then we're gonna let him go. All right guys, our rainbow darter is swimming off. There he goes. That is species number 198 for me. They get a lot more colorful than that, but we still got some work to do finding another one. Bigger male with spawning colors, that'd be real nice. All right, so I didn't get the first catch on camera, but I'm trying to get the second one on camera, at least for you guys. It's very hard to see these fish because they blend in with the bottom so well, but I'm just slowly walking upstream here and seeing if I can spot any. I have my net in my offhand. That way if we get a fish and we can pull them up, we can secure them without having a risk of them falling off the hook. It's one of the main reasons I got this net. Oh, there's a better one. He spooked off. All right guys, here we have another bland female, but it is yet another rainbow darter. These guys always seem to bite when I have the clip ended, but this one fell for a piece of mayfly larvae, and we have him here in the photo tank, or her here in the photo tank. I'm going to take a shot of this guy and then we're going to let him go, but that is rainbow darter species 198. There we go, last look at a rainbow darter here. Just going to go back into the water. Hiding right there. You can hardly see them. That's how hard these guys are to spot in this gunk here on the bottom. They're a little bit easier to spot out in the riffles, but they hide under the rocks much faster. Just had another one bite, but I lost it with the wind. The breeze is making it even harder to spot these fish because it distorts the surface of the water. Somewhere right beneath me though. Guys, I just caught another darter in my hands. I think it may be a different species though. Not sure. I think this one, no, it could be a rainbow. It's either a rainbow or a fantail darter. But there he is. See the Tanago hook just barely in his mouth. Yeah, I think that might be a fantail darter. So this guy here I believe to be a fantail darter due to the presence of those little black bars that are going down the lateral line there, and that tail, how it's fanned out with those patterns like that. And it's a little more slender than what you would find in a rainbow darter, which leads me to believe that this is not a rainbow darter but a fantail darter, and our second darter species of the day. This is one I've already caught before, so not a new species for me, but still a little cool addition for the day. Like, one's going for the bait. He's got it. I got him. I got him. There we go. That is a rainbow darter right there. Just got the mayfly at the top of the mouth there. Pretty little guy. Take a shot and then we'll let this guy go. Alright, so here we're looking at our third rainbow darter of the day. This one's got a little bit more color. You can see on the dorsal fin there. Very cool looking guy. He's gonna go back in the water. These fish are tough to get to bite. Tell you what, I guess at this point in the year they're still a little closed-lipped. They don't want to open up too wide. But using little pieces of nymphs, they're getting a few individuals to bite. There we go. This one's starting to show a little bit more color. Got a little bit more red going down the side there. That's kind of what we were after, but there's much bigger ones that have much brighter colors than that. I've spooked 2 of them so far. So let's take a good shot of this guy, and then we're gonna let him go. Ooh. Alright, check out that guy there. That is a gorgeous looking fantail darter, I believe. Pretty little fish. I'm going to take a shot of this one and then we're going to let him go. Well, I was going to take a good release of that guy, but he slipped out of my hands. Ugh. Just can't win today. Not with the camera, at least. Been having great luck with darters, but just can't get the camera. I think he's got it. I can't tell because the wind. Just pull him up here. Oh, yep, we got him. We got him. Another gorgeous little rainbow darter. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Very pretty. Let's go ahead and get this guy off the hook. Look at the gorgeous colors on that thing. Doesn't get much better than that. What a beautiful fish. Oh man. Took me a long while to find one colored up like that. Alright guys, well this wasn't my target. There was a hog sucker here I was actually trying to catch. But this greenside darter came out and took the bait from the hog sucker. If I can get him out of the safety net. So there he is. That is our greenside darter. And I believe that completes the darter trifecta for the day. Pretty little guy. Alright guys, our greenside darter is going to go back. If he wants to. Come on. There he goes. Whew. Alright, so 3 species of darter on the day now. 1, 2, 3. There's some shiners of some sort around. I just saw a hog sucker, which would be another new species for me as well if I can get a hog sucker. But hog suckers are notoriously difficult during the day, so I doubt that's going to happen, but who knows. There's a group of shiners down here I'm trying to get the bite. I haven't caught a shiner yet today. Oh, I just had one. There we go. Shiner is caught. Oh, it's not a shiner. These are blunt-nosed minnow. That's why they're schooling together like that. Well, that is another species for the day. We're not going to bother taking a shot of this guy. I already have a decent amount of pictures of blunt-nosed minnow. There he is. There he goes. We still have our bait, so let's see if they're all blunt-nosed minnow or if there's something else in there. We got another fish, and it is... What are you? This is not a blunt-nosed minnow. That is a shiner of some sort. Most likely a swallowtail or mimic shiner. We'll take a shot of this guy, see if we can figure something out with them. Shiners are usually a pain ID. Alright, I just got this guy here. Now this guy is definitely a blunt-nosed minnow, 110%. So I believe those larger ones I'm seeing down there are all just blunt-nosed minnow. But we'll move along, see if we can find a school of something else. I don't think there's any other potential new species in here. I have all the shiner species around the area besides silverjaw minnow, which I will have to make a separate trip for most likely, because getting one today will require me to drive just about 40 to 50 minutes south of where I'm at now, which would extend my drive home significantly. So I'm going to save that for a day where I can spend the whole day or maybe two trying to track down that minnow, but I'm not going to worry about that today. I think we've already caught most of what we can here for this time of year. We caught all three darter species that are known to be in the area. There hasn't been any pins of tessellated darter in the area, but tessellated darter are in the Monocacy River, so there's not necessarily an exclusion of them in this creek, but I have not seen any today. We got the rainbow darter that we were after. We have the green side darter that we caught at the last, and then we got fantail darter. We caught two of those today, but rainbow darter was the most plentiful, thankfully. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this episode of the Ville Outdoors. We took on the Monocacy watershed, Owens Creek in particular, and this is the closest spot to my house that has rainbow darter, and this was still a little over a 2-hour drive to get here and about 130 miles. So it was a long drive, so I'm probably going to split up the drive back and fish at a different spot around York, Pennsylvania. So split it about an hour 20 each way, so slightly out of the way, but you know, it'll break up the drive a little bit, make it easier on me. So I may do some filming there, I may not, but I just kind of want to check out the area and see if there's anything interesting in there. So I may film there, may not. I'll include that as bonus footage at the end if I do film. But luckily we were able to get out and catch our rainbow darter nice and early. That was species number 198 for me. Then we followed that up with a fantail darter, a green side darter, and we caught some sort of shiner, which I'm guessing is a mimic shiner, and then we caught a blunt-nosed minnow as well. So I believe that's 5 species on the day, so not too bad. There was also a hog sucker that I saw, but couldn't catch that, but that's all right because I got hog sucker a little bit closer to home. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit repetitive with this micro fishing, but I'm just trying to kill some time before opening day of trout season hits. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend out from now, at least April 5th, I'll just say that, in Pennsylvania. I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded, so those times may be off by the time you guys watch that. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to comment below anything that you found interesting or anything that you have questions about. And I will see you guys next time on the Ville Outdoors.